Welcome to Comix Gab. I'm your host, Dre. Today, we have a very special guest on the horn, Commanda Cobra.
Hello, guys.
Yes, we're so happy to have you back on Comix Gab, the podcast.
It's pretty exciting to be back.
Yes, it is. And last night, we went to the movies and we saw Sailor Moon R. Sailor Moon R. I can't believe we saw it in the movie theaters. Can you believe it?
No, I never thought that would happen. Never.
Never, ever, ever.
Yeah, the teenage girl dream come true.
It really was. They even had that short intro with the voice actors, and they had a bunch of questions on the screen. And one of them was, did you think you would be able to see this movie in theaters? And we even asked ourselves the same question right when we got to the movie theater. I was like, did you ever think this would happen? You said no. And I said no. And then the theater asked us the same question.
I know, like right away as soon as we sat down.
Yeah, so crazy. It was so in sync. And it was playing in our hometown, which is the craziest thing of all.
Yup. Right where we would, like, all our local hangout.
Yeah.
Playing when we were teen girls.
It's so crazy. I used to even work there when I was 15. Worked at that theater.
Really happy to be there with you guys. And, to be able to see it with you was definitely it was definitely a memory. It was a memory that I'll have for the rest of my life. I mean, we were such big Sailor Moon fans as girls.
Yes, we were.
It was really cool to go back and revisit that. What did you think of the redub?
I actually really liked it. I thought it was really good.
I think, honestly, Sailor Moon, the original dub, I haven't watched the original dub in a really, really long time, but I remember it being cheesy, like super cheesy.
Yeah.
And kind of like forced and not very good, but a lot of the anime, like over 20 years ago, was like that, where the voice actors, anime wasn't super big back then, so the voice actors weren't super popular or didn't have a lot of practice, I guess.
I know, it was like 25 years ago or 21 years ago.
Yeah, a long time ago.
It was a really long time ago, but we were there.
Yeah, they did a really, really good job, though. It was convincing. The emotion I felt was more palpable, even, like the things that were going on. So it was pretty cool. It was exciting to see that they gave enough of a crap to redub it and put in the extra effort. And I feel like even the picture was better and sharper, even though that could be because the last time we saw it was bootleg.
Yeah. True.
Super cool to see it on the big screen.
They must have did some remastering to the image.
Yeah, I definitely think that they did. It really looked as if they did. But the story's super cool. The intro, I feel like they had the intro where they introduced you to the voice actors, and then they had the intro where they introduced you to the Sailor Scouts, and that was a little wearing for me. Like it was.
Oh yeah, that was too much. I was already tired. Yeah, we've seen that original animated video before.
Yeah, it was sure. Yeah, I remember. I really liked the songs from it. I remember trying to find them online as a kid and trying to download them, and with not much luck because it was hard to find them. But each song was sung by each individual scout, and the voice actors. I think it's pretty awesome in Japan, where the voice actors can also usually sing quite well, because I don't think that's always the case with American actors,
Yeah, especially in anime.
Yeah, definitely. So it's cool that they do that, and they have the talented Japanese singers are still in the background. I like that they kept the original songs throughout the movie, too. That was exciting for me, because I really like the songs from Sailor Moon R.
Me too. Yeah, you were singing along.
Heck yeah. Moon Revenge is such a good song. Everybody loves it. Do you remember the Christmas special that we watched where they came out in the glittery checkered shirts?
Not really. I don't remember.
We had that too.
Man, we were so cool.
It was live action. It was a Christmas special or something like that, and they came out in their glittery checkered shirts, and
think I do remember. It was live action.
They were all on stage, and all of them had like long boots and like their shirt color coordinated, except for Jupiter's. Jupiter's was like black, or maybe Venus's was black. One of them had an all black shirt.
Weird.
And I was like, this doesn't make any sense. What was your favorite part of the movie?
Wow. You know what? It's hard to say. I was like kind of laughing a lot during the whole entire movie.
I was definitely giddy, like, because it was just such a happy time, like, thinking, having that happen, like, feel like a kid again a little bit.
Yeah. Me too. What was your favorite part of the movie?
I don't know. I definitely like, obviously, like, the ending part when she turns into the spoilers. But she turns into the Moon Princess.
Yeah.
And, she's, I don't know, it's always very striking to me that Sailor Moon uses, like, her kindness and her gentleness to win against the enemies. It's never really, like, brute force. Sometimes I guess it is, like, she uses her Moon Princess Halation and, like, burns them to death or whatever it is. But, it's, like, in all through the Sailor Moon series and pretty much every end boss that you come across in the entire series and every movie, like, she's just kind and gentle and loving, and I think that that's awesome because it's so common that you have brute force and violence be the be all end all, and you slice open the bad guy and you kill him brutally, and that's the end. Whereas Sailor Moon kind of just kills them with her love and friendship.
Aww.
And uses the power of the silver crystal, which is the power of love and friendship. So I think that's pretty awesome. You don't see a whole lot of that in our culture today, I think.
Yeah. Kill him with kindness.
I wish it would work in real life. I feel like people would just soak it all up and then be mean anyway. And that would be it.
You wouldn't change them forever for the greater good like Sailor Moon?
I don't think that happens in real life. I don't think that's reality at all.
Has Sailor Moon taught you nothing?
No, I guess it didn't. I tried. Don't get me wrong. I just taking a dark turn now. I feel like I tried to be really like nice and sweet and considerate and all that, but I don't think it's actually practical for the most part. I feel like for the most part you kind of have to be a little more selfish and a little less trusting, which sucks. But at least in the anime world and Sailor Moon world, we can pretend.
Yeah.
That life is really that sweet and that happy. That's
yeah.
Part of it. It's definitely infectious.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't believe it was playing at Neshaminy Mall in the town that we met and grew up in and went to school in, and where I had my first job was at that movie theater when I was 15.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
It's really cool. I think it's definitely, like, faded.
I know.
It felt like it was meant to be.
It was so meant to be.
It was supposed to be playing, like, really far away.
Yeah.
You have to drive, like, to New York or Pittsburgh or like, crazy far.
Yeah.
And then, I guess Neshaminy just picked it up for some reason.
That is a good
why,
theater.
But...
Yeah. I guess they have so many theaters. They're like, we could take a gamble. They have 24 theaters, so...
I wonder how it was opening day. I kind of feel like I wish we had gone opening day. But
yeah, but it was on a Thursday, so that's a weekday.
Yeah, it would have been a little more challenging for us with our jobs and everything.
Right.
So.
My friend Sal, he posted on Facebook that he went to the Sailor Moon R movie showing tonight in New York, and he wrote something like, the theater started playing the dubs and we practically rioted. like accidentally they were playing the dub or something.
Oh, that's a shame. But they remastered it. The dubs was so much better than it used to be, because I'm usually the same way. Like, it's subbed or get out, because I like the original Japanese in anime so much more, because I feel like they're the ones that wrote it. They capture it better. And it's written, in their culture, so the jokes make more sense, and Americans tend to shift things for their own culture, and it just kind of gets a little mishmashed,
Yeah.
But, I mean, they did such a good job. It was really, like, there wasn't too many times, I think, during the dub that made me grimace or wince when, they said or did a certain thing. Even the emotions and the grunts and the cry outs and all that other stuff sounded pretty realistic. You know, they were actually acting. They did a pretty good job. So.
Yeah, totally.
Can't complain too much. Did he say that he liked it better after hearing it a little bit, or
no? They shifted it back to the sub, like I believe. That's what I understood from.
Oh, really?
The
They
status.
won. They won out.
No, it was supposed to be subs, but like I guess they accidentally put on the dubs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I didn't even know that they were offering it subtitled.
I think
That's
very few
interesting.
places did. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
I wonder if we. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say. I assumed that it would just come in as the dubs because it's playing in America. And
Yeah.
typically Americans don't do subtitles.
I thought we were going to see subtitles. I thought that's why Eric was into it, because he, like, speaks Japanese or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
But then I realized, I went back to the website and I realized that most places were playing a dub.
Yeah. But like we said, they did such a good job, so it's really hard to be unhappy with it.
Yeah, we deserve to hear the dub.
And I've only ever seen I started watching the original dub a little bit at one point, and then switched it right over to subs, and I've seen it subbed a couple times, you know, and I probably wore the tape out as a kid. So I remember, like, the lines and the story and this and that, and they, from what I can remember, they did a pretty close job of translating it from the English version as well. Like, they didn't change too much like they used to do. So, pretty much the same story.
Which is cool. So now I'm thinking that we're going to probably see the other Sailor Moon movies in the theaters.
That would be awesome. I mean, Sailor Moon S is also a great movie, like, where Luna turns into the human.
Yes.
Like, yeah, super cool. That's something I wouldn't mind seeing it. Did they have they did have a Super S movie.
Yeah, it was like the least popular one.
They had, like, the Dark Moon Circus, I think it was.
I don't remember.
In Super S, I remember in Japan, Super S started losing some of the fans, and so they started trying to gear Sailor Moon towards a smaller fan base and focusing more on Chibiusa, and having episodes like Chibiusa goes to the dentist, remember to brush your teeth, and things like that, rather than, you know, and then they went back to the more adult fan base back for Sailor Stars.
Which was great.
Yeah, but they didn't have a Sailor Stars movie.
Aw.
Yeah. I feel like that would have been cool. If they had, like, an after, you know, like where they showed the Moon Kingdom, or, like, the Silver Millennium on the Earth, and her as Neo Queen Serenity, and, you know, like, have an actual movie with those characters now that that's basically the timeline that they had been. Because you'd only ever seen Neo Queen Serenity, like, here and there in blips when they were in the future, you know?
Yeah.
So it would have been cool for them to do that. But I doubt that they're going to make a whole new movie for it now. They might with Sailor Moon Crystal, though. You never know.
You never know. That would be the next step, I believe.
Have you seen all of Sailor Moon Crystal yet?
No! I thought we were going to watch it together. You started watching it without me?
Yeah, it's been like it's been like 2 years since we started watching it. So I got impatient and I watched a bunch of it. So yeah, but it's quite good.
Cool.
Quite good.
Oh, I guess I can start watching it.
Well, I mean, we can still watch it together. I haven't
you don't
seen
mind.
all of it. I've just seen some of it.
Yeah.
So I like the remastered animation in Sailor Moon Crystal quite a bit because, I mean, being like over 20, 21 years old, you know, decades old at this point, the anime so the movie, Sailor Moon, our movie, is not too bad, but the clips that they showed ahead of time, like the Sailor Moon, like the individual clip that they showed, you can tell that the animation really was not doing too great back then in the original, you know?
Yeah, it's funny that you say that because so many fans complained about the animation in Sailor Moon Crystal not being very good.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, there's some parts of it that are very heavily, like, you can tell that it's super, Ironically, my Sailor Moon game on my phone started to play its music in my ear while I was talking to you. So
that happens.
But yeah, no, I mean, there's a lot of computer-generated animation in Sailor Moon Crystal, and some of it is a little too computer done, you know, and it's not super great, but I don't know. I mean, for the most part, I like it.
Yeah, cool. Well, I should go ahead and watch it.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Next time I come over, maybe this coming week, I'll come over and we can watch some episodes.
That would be wonderful. Well.
All right.
That was it. I'm so happy we got to see the movie. I laughed a lot. I think I made other people in the theater laugh for some reason, the other 5 people that we weren't with.
It was really fun. I mean, we definitely had the most fun out of anybody there. I feel like I got punch drunk and went back to being a giddy teen girl for a little bit there, which was really cool. It was really cool to experience that, and
yeah.
I can't imagine having gone to see it with anybody else. It felt like it would have been a crime.
Right, a crime against humanity.
Yep, I'm super glad we got to see it together.
I know.
It's a tribute to our past.
And we got the best seats.
Yeah, they were. They were very good.
They're so good. We were so comfy. Well, I think next time I go to the movies, I might bring a pillow.
Yeah, I think that might be a good idea. One of those airplane neck pillow things.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got one at home. I feel like I should have brought it.
Yeah, because that was the one thing that was missing. From the seats. It was a neck pillow. There's the empty space right there.
All right.
Well, thank you so much, Commanda Cobra.
Well, thanks for having me, and hopefully we'll get to do another podcast with Sailor Moon Crystal soon.
Yes.
And it's always fun.
Thank you. Well, I hope everyone's having a fantastic start to 2017.